Let me now bring in NewsNation senior congressional correspondent Joe Khalil, who's with us at the White House. Joe, we are learning more and more about that daring rescue of an airman whose fighter jet was shot down in Iran over the weekend. I mean, talk about a miraculous rescue that we watched. We do expect President Trump to reveal more details on that later today.
Yeah, he's going to be speaking at 1 o'clock today. This is something that was billed as a press conference with military officials to talk specifically about this rescue mission. The fact that it is now going to be in the briefing room suggests that there are going to be a lot of questions, probably more so about the future of the war itself and about what Robert just laid out, this framework of a potential peace deal. So we will learn more this afternoon. But when you look at the details of it, it almost sounds like something out of a movie. Markie, we know that the injured airman, weapons systems officer, had been shot down alongside the pilot of the American F-15 jet. That pilot was rescued within a couple of hours, but the second airman, it took almost 2 full days. And actually, after the crash, we now know, per some details from the White House, that he was able to climb up a sort of hill area and hide before he radioed his position. And that's what set off this daring rescue involving more than 100 special ops personnel, dozens of warplanes that crossed 200 miles deep into Iranian territory. And once that rescue team finally found the airman, they picked him up. They had to be firing at enemy targets, at Iranian targets on their way in. And remember, this didn't go exactly 100% smoothly. These missions almost never do. There were several aircraft that were not working on the way out. The forces that were there had to actually explode them to make sure that they didn't end up in Iranian hands, and the forces there didn't recover the advanced systems that are inside of those jets. And this really was a race to try to find this airman, because remember, as the U.S. was working out this rescue mission, the IRGC, they were also searching for this American airman as well. So obviously, if the U.S. did not get to that person first, this could have been a real disaster situation for the United States, having a service member kidnapped potentially or worse. Obviously, a huge sigh of relief here from the White House. This is what President Trump said in part in response to all this on True Social, saying that this type of raid is seldom attempted because of the danger to man and equipment. He says it just doesn't happen. He described that, again, this is the second person that was picked up, for being that the pilot within a couple of hours was found. But this second airman took obviously almost 2 days, Markie, to find. Ultimately, they did rescue him, and President Trump is clearly going to be elaborating on that today as he addresses the cameras.
I mean, just a remarkable mission, Joe. We'll be listening in closely later this afternoon. Joe Khalil, thank you, live from the White House.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.